It all starts with a screenplay, a script containing not just dialogue, but also physical descriptions of the characters and background scenery. The art director begins creating the characters. He draws in pencil. When he's finished, he traces the drawing in felt pen. Then he erases the pencil marks. He adds shadowing to create relief. Once he's drawn all the characters, he starts the backgrounds. And then the objects that appear in the backgrounds. The storyboard artist blocks out the film on paper, drawing by drawing. The production team will follow this storyboard the way a dressmaker follows a pattern. They blow up the drawings, scan them into the computer, then play them back in chronological order. This creates what's called an animatic, a two-dimensional version of the film minus the animation. Should the director now decide to change, say, a ground-level view of the street to an aerial view, he has the artist redraw the street from that new angle. Meanwhile, the animators work on bringing the characters to life. Using specialized software, they build a skeleton to fit inside the character's body. When they move the skeleton, the software makes the body move with it. They make the characters three-dimensional using a technique called wireframe animation. First, they build the shape of the character using a wire structure. Then they add color and clothing. They further refine the character by modifying facial features, by adding texture, and by shadowing. They use specialized software to synchronize the character's mouth with the dialogue. The technician works syllable by syllable, picking the mouth movement that matches each sound. It's a painstaking process that takes many months. Another animator applies the lighting effects. Lighting is as important in an animated cartoon as it is in a movie with real people. It creates relief, making everything look more realistic. The animators cut and paste the characters and objects onto the backgrounds. With the characters' movements programmed into the computer, the animators turn the two-dimensional stills version of the film into a three-dimensional animation, essentially a rough cut of the film. Meanwhile, in the studio, the soundtrack takes shape. Actors record the characters' dialogue. The sound technician weaves together the voices, the music, and the sound effects using specially designed software. They sync the soundtrack to the rough cut of the film. Then they refine the rough cut, playing with colors and textures and smoothing out the characters' movements. After a full year's work and more than 42,000 drawings, this 24-minute computer-animated film is finally finished.